Again, this video is for Jun Maekawa's second model in the book Genuine Origami. Once again, this series is meant to be consumed in conjunction with the book. Tried linking the book in the description. YouTube didn't like it, but you can DM me. I will send you the link. Yeah, this one is about teaching bases. I'll speak a little on that, but definitely read the book for more info. And this is a squirrel. We start white side on our paper. The model doesn't have a color change, so using printer paper is just fine. I mean, using printer paper is fine for anything, but you're not missing out by not having colored paper. But if you do have one-sided paper, color side down. We're gonna make two pre-creases, both corner to corner. Take a look here. All right, another one, corner to corner here. Ooh, here we go. Again, I really like to hit the middle, then go back out to the corners. Trying to be a little quicker than I was last video. Now we're going to do two rabbit ear folds. You should remember this type of fold from the last video. Once again, what that is it's making two valley folds and then getting a flap from where they meet and interact. The pre-crease for these valley folds is bringing this corner and both sides attached to it to this middle edge crease we've made. So that's one. You don't want to crease all the way just because it's not necessary to crease all the way. You just want to crease up to this fold here and stop. You can crease all the way if you'd like to, if that feels more natural. It's just not required. All right, once again, we are bringing the edge to that center corner. Now we have two valley folds that when you fold in will meet along this other crease we've already made, this one, and will produce a flap. And that is the rabbit ear fold. We're folding a base known as, at least the book calls it the fish base. That's because a traditional origami fish can be made from it. It's here. Now we'll do the same on the other side. I'm gonna try to yap a little less, make this video a little more easy to consume. Once again, my technique for getting these folds quick and accurate is just to pull, really just pull the paper till I know the point I want is meeting that edge. And that's another little shortcut, is you can just pinch that flap in the shape you know it, and putting it where you know it's going to go will make the paper pull itself into the intended shape. Let's see here, there we go. Of course, we want these flaps to be orientated the same way, so let me just fold this flap on up. Eugh. Grody, my grody hangnail is acting up, oh well. Now we want to do a mountain fold, a fold away from us, perpendicular to this middle line here. And that just means complete opposite angle, intersects with this line at a 90-degree angle. So perpendicular to this line, and the point of reference is right here where these folds meet. Let's go ahead and do that. Honestly, for most mountain folds, I like to turn the paper over and just make it a valley. Let's see here. Just fold until boop, you see that point. Then make sure this center line stays. That's how you keep the fold perpendicular. You want the line of this paper to meet up to the line on the back. Give it a nice big crease. And then you want to do another perpendicular fold with this as the reference. There we go. turn it over, make sure the lines are meeting up as they are here. Make that crease, fold in, actually no, make sure it's this side. Fold that puppy in half, and the book shows the model at this angle. From this angle, we are folding these two flaps down this way, with these corners being the reference points. The crease will be a line from these two corners. To get that line quickly, I just like to pull the paper kind of in the general direction I want it, and then use my finger to guide along. And get that at the angle I want. This is a quicker model than the mouse. When I was younger and just learning the hobby, I didn't understand why the mouse was shown before this one, because this one is genuinely easier. But of course, the mouse shows a ton of types of folds, and lets the author kind of teach you all the symbols that will be shown in the book, whereas this one's a little bit simpler. You won't get things like the squash fold in this book, though I'm wrong. I actually just remember the squash fold is literally coming. Then you just want to unfold this. Just pull it out there. Bam. I keep forgetting to say the step number. That would make it easier to follow with the book. We just did step 9. Let's go on and head on to step 10. Probably one of the more confusing steps in this one. Basically, we're just going to pull this hidden flap out, and that'll give us a really pointy squirrel head. So, I mean, my crease is so sharp, it's a little bit hard to do that. It's okay to open up your model a little bit to get hidden flaps out. There we go. That was step 10. Now we're on step 11. Want to hit a 90-degree angle, so we're basically going to make it so that this line folds in on itself to create that 90-degree angle, because we want it to be perpendicular to this line. And we just want to do that in such a way that this tip touches the tail. That's our reference point. And one good thing about using colored paper when you practice is that white can show mistakes. Had I done this model completely perfectly, you would see almost no white here, where you see a little there. Once again, these pieces of paper are not perfect squares though. So I've made that pre-crease. That'll be an inside reverse fold. Hopefully you know that term from my last video, or from the book, preferably the book. Basically, you open up a flap, fold on the crease that was made, close that flap back up, mess it up so you have to redo it. Oh my goodness, there we go. There we go. Close her on up. Cool. That was step 12. Now we're going to do a fold where the reference point is this crease here in that corner. Once again, you use 2 points as a reference point. It's just a line connecting the two. I'm just trying to speed through this, so mine's not perfect, not the most pretty. Now this is a pleat. What we're gonna do is we have 2 creases here and another crease here, and you may even want to reverse this fold to make the next step a little easier. Basically, these folds are going to be mountains on both sides. They're going out, while these folds are staying in. What you do is you take your finger, you put it at this point, and see how I'm pushing to where they both go out. You want to encourage that. Make it so that they're both going out while you put the face in till it meets up at that preordained crease that will have the mountain part of this, the valley part of this whole operation. Then close it back up. Now you've made the squirrel's, cute little face there. Next, all we have to do is finish up this tail here. We want to fold this at a right angle. and just fold it as much as you can till it hits the back of that squirrel. That's your reference point. So I folded that at the right angle. Then there's the squash fold I talked about that I said didn't exist, but it literally does. We're gonna open this up to where this part opens up. All right. So we're gonna kind of unfold it halfway and then squash it down. It can help by putting your finger in there. You squash it down in such a way that it creates a diamond equal on both sides. At least do your best to get that. Remember, you can do these models as many times as you want. If you mess up the first time, just retry again. You know, making the finished product once definitely helps you understand the model more. And with that comes practice, so you can make the model better. It's another squash fold here. This one's a little different. We're gonna open up this thing and then open up the tail and then squash it down so that this point meets this point right here. It's gonna look like, I guess this also can be called a diamond, though it looks more like a a cut diamond. Cool. And then you just open that up a little bit and fold it back over so the tail looks kind of 3D. See how that tail is open now? And then that's it. That's your squirrel. Definitely not as bad as the mouse. This was a big confidence booster for me when it came to the art when I first made it. And of course, you can take this, open it up a little bit, maybe, you know, fold those hands down at the tip, or maybe not. That actually doesn't look that good. You know, just modify it however you want. But this is that model. Thank you so much. That was model number 2.